Okay, imagine this. It's 1936. Golf legend Sam Snead, just starting out, right? He's in a match with some really big names. Steps up to the first tee and boom, nerves just completely take over.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, vision's blurry, hands shaking so bad he needs both just to get the ball on the tee, like a full-on internal meltdown.
Yikes. What did he do?
Well, that's the thing. He pauses, takes a beat, clears his head, and really deliberately focuses on all the great drives he's ever hit.
Yeah.
Pure focus.
And
then he swings. The crowd just gasps. His ball flies like 280 yards, sails past everyone else's. Incredible.
that story, Sam Snead's story, it's the perfect way to start this. It really nails what we're digging into today. Mastering that internal state.
Exactly.
That nervous system arousal, that internal surge, it has such a huge impact on how you perform.
Not just in golf, right? This stuff applies everywhere.
Absolutely. Peak performance in, your job, your daily tasks, everything.
So today we're doing deep dives. We've got some amazing sources, insights from golf legends, mental performance experts, really rich stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And our mission really is to unpack what this arousal actually is. Figure out what causes it. Some triggers might surprise you.
Yeah.
See how it affects you. And then, crucially, give you practical tools, strategies to actually, fine-tune your internal state.
Right. Optimize your nervous system. We're talking better focus, peak performance, just feeling better overall.
Think of this as your shortcut, maybe, to mastering that internal game.
Exactly. Whether it's a big presentation coming up, some demanding project, or just, handling daily life with a bit more calm, more control. These ideas, they're going to be total game changers.
Okay, let's break it down. How does this work inside us? You mentioned the nervous system.
Right. So you've got your autonomic nervous system. Think of it like having an accelerator and a brake built right in.
Okay.
The sympathetic nervous system, that's your gas pedal, that's arousal. Then the parasympathetic, that's your brake, relaxation.
Gotcha. Accelerator and brake.
And when your brain senses danger or anger or really any kind of threat, it hits that accelerator.
And that sets off a chain reaction.
Precisely. It's not just a feeling, it's a whole physiological cascade. These neurochemicals get released, and they trigger a whole series of changes, like links in a chain.
Okay, what kind of changes are we talking about?
Well, there are about 10 key ones. First, your heart rate shoots up.
Right. Feel that pounding.
Your blood pressure increases too.
Yeah.
Digestion, that actually slows way down.
Huh.
You feel more muscle tension. Your breathing gets faster, shallower maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Blood vessels constrict. Your blood sugar levels spike. It gives you quick energy.
Energy for what? Fight or flight?
Exactly. Your pupils dilate, let in more light. You might get that dry mouth feeling.
Yeah, hate that.
That's reduced salivation. And finally, all your senses just go on high alert. Super sharp.
Wow. So your body's basically prepping for battle.
Pretty much, which is fantastic if you're, facing a tiger.
Right.
But totally counterproductive if you're trying to give a speech or, like you said, sink a crucial putt.
So it's like this internal electrical storm.
Yeah.
Billions of neurons firing, thoughts just flooding your brain.
Totally. It overloads the system. And your ability to focus, to concentrate, it just tanks.
But you said it's a chain, so you can influence it.
That's the key insight. Because it's all linked, if you can consciously alter just one link, breathing is the classic example, you can actually calm the whole system down.
Okay, that's powerful. So what are the main things that trigger this storm in the first place?
Good question. Our sources point to 4 main culprits, let's call them. The first one is future focus or anticipation.
Ah, okay. So your mind racing ahead.
Exactly. It's this acceleration of thinking into the future. For a lot of us, it's a deeply ingrained habit.
Give me an example, like on the golf course.
Yeah, perfect example. You're on the 15th hole, but mentally, you're already calculating your final score, thinking about the cut.
Or maybe you're in the shower, physically there, but your mind's already stressing about tomorrow's meeting.
Right. Or worrying about what people will think if you show up late. You're creating the stressful scenario in your head before it even happens.
And that pulls you right out of the present moment.
Completely. Kills your concentration, dials up the arousal. It's like trying to drive while staring in the rearview mirror,
Makes sense. Okay, what's number 2?
Number 2 is anger. That feeling when you get blocked from reaching a goal and frustration just builds and builds.
Oh, yeah. We've all been there.
For sure. A terrible shot in golf, getting stuck behind slow players, traffic jams, can't find your keys.
Little things feel huge sometimes.
Exactly. That frustration, that anger, arousal comes right along with it. It's a feedback loop. Makes everything feel worse.
Okay. Producer number 3.
Number 3 is a big one. Fear. Our sources call it a primary driving force of nervous system arousal.
Fear of what specifically?
It can be so many things. Fear of being judged, maybe by your playing partners, or even just a small group watching you tee off.
Yeah, the gallery effect.
Right. Or fear of failure, fear of messing up. Interestingly, even fear of success can do it for some people.
Fear of success. How does that work?
It sounds weird, but sometimes the pressure of succeeding, of maintaining that high level, can trigger anxiety. Or just fear of the unknown, like playing your first big tournament or hitting a scary shot over water.
Those are definitely moments where you feel
Yeah.
something kick in.
That's the arousal driven by fear.
Okay. And the fourth one, you said this might be surprising.
Yeah. Number 4 is excitement, even positive excitement, like playing really well, being in the lead.
Oh.
If you don't manage it, it can actually hurt your performance.
Really? But excitement feels good.
It does. But physiologically, the arousal can be almost identical to fear. Same internal storm.
Wow.
Think about this. Bill Britton, a pro golfer, tied for the lead, looks at the scoreboard, gets totally amped up,
Oh.
hooks his next shot way offline, called it the worst shot of the tournament, just got too excited.
So you could be too pumped up.
Absolutely. Tom Kite, 1992 U.S. Open, he holds this amazing pitch shot on the 7th. Huge moment. But he consciously stops himself from jumping around getting too hyped. Because he told himself, I still have 11 holes to play. He knew he had to stay level.
That's incredible mental discipline.
Isn't it? The sources even mention guys like Miller, Barber, Davis Love III. Great players. Won tons, but never a major. Why? Maybe they got too excited, too charged up mentally when it mattered most.
So there's a sweet spot.
Exactly. It's like Johnny Miller's approach. He'd feel that buzz and say, I can't wait to hit that shot. It's still excitement, but it's channeled anticipation, controlled enthusiasm. Not that runaway train feeling.
Channeling the energy, not letting it run wild.
You got it. Because when arousal does run wild, that's when you see the performance fallout. High arousal, stress. It really boils down to a loss of control.
And you see that everywhere, right? Not just on the course.
Oh, absolutely. Playing golf with people better than you and worrying what they think, that's losing control to external judgment.
Or rushing because the group behind you is waiting. That feeling of being pushed.
Yep. Or walking into a meeting worrying about how you look, what people think of your presentation.
Constantly calculating odds or money lists or what might happen. Letting outside stuff dictate how you feel inside.
All examples of losing that sense of internal control, that agency, and that feeling, that directly fuels the arousal.
And it messes with your mood too, right?
Yeah.
You mentioned that irritability quotient.
Yeah, the higher IQ. Not intelligence, irritability.
Yeah.
That underlying arousal makes everything feel amplified. Being late, spilling coffee, minor annoyances suddenly become massive frustrations. Sound familiar?
Maybe a little too familiar. So it affects how you feel, how you act.
And how you think. Johnny Miller put it perfectly. Your brain gets jolted, it speeds up, and the way you process data is messed up.
So your thinking gets scrambled.
Yeah, it's like a sensory overload, too much information flooding in, makes it impossible to concentrate, to stay present.
And physically, what happens
Your
physically?
movements speed up unintentionally. Your golf swing tempo gets quick. Your walking pace quickens.
Which kills timing and balance.
Exactly. Think about the legends. Bobby Jones apparently lost 10-15 pounds before big tournaments, felt so nauseous he couldn't button his collar.
Wow.
Henry Cotton, Nancy Lopez, famous for stomach issues under pressure. It's that fight-or-flight system kicking in hard.
Which, again, is terrible for a smooth golf swing.
Right. Leads to muscle tension, quick tempo, bad shots, which then creates more stress. It's a vicious cycle.
Now, quickly, you mentioned some people are the opposite. Under-aroused.
Yeah, it's a small minority, but worth noting, some people actually need more stimulation, more pressure to focus, like an LPGA player who said she played best when she was in trouble behind a tree.
Or John Adams, who intentionally sped up his putting.
Right, but honestly, our sources stress this is rare. In one workshop with like 50 pros and former tour players, nobody said they were under-aroused. The vast majority struggle with too much arousal.
Okay, so for most of us, the challenge is managing over-arousal.
Which brings us to the really practical stuff. How do we fine-tune the system? How do we get control?
Yes, strategies.
Yeah. The goal isn't zero arousal. It's finding your optimal level for peak performance. Bringing it down if it's too high, or maybe nudging it up for those rare few who need it.
Where do we start? What's the first step?
The absolute foundation, the most powerful tool you have immediate access to is breathing.
Okay, that's breathing.
Not just any breathing, deep diaphragmatic breathing, belly breathing.
Right. How do you do it effectively?
The key technique the sources emphasize is making your exhalation last roughly twice as long as your inhalation.
Twice as long out is in, like inhale for 4, exhale for 8.
Exactly like that. A simple way to check is put one hand on your chest, one on your stomach. Breathe deep. Your stomach should move out much more than your chest.
Okay. Belly breathing.
And as you exhale slowly, mentally scan your body. Notice any tension, forehead, jaw, neck, shoulders, and consciously let it go. Release it on the exhale. That's your body scan.
That sounds doable.
Mhm.
How often should you practice?
Consistently, like 60 to 70 times a day. Seriously.
Wow, okay. How do you remember?
Link it to daily cues. Phone rings. Deep breath. Walk through a doorway. Deep breath. Apply the brakes in your car. Deep breath. Make it automatic.
And on the course.
Use it constantly. Between shots, marking your ball during your pre-shot routine. Right before you putt, the ideal is to start your putting stroke at the very end of that long exhalation.
So it calms you right at the crucial moment.
Precisely. Curtis Strange said, under pressure, just remembering to breathe was vital. Think about fuzzy Zoller whistling that encourages deep exhalation too.
One warning, though.
Yeah, critical point. Don't consciously focus on your breathing during the actual swing or stroke. By then, it should be automatic. The calmness should already be there. Focusing on breath during the action itself can be distracting.
Got it. Okay, foundation is breathing. What's next?
Next up is movement. Consciously slowing down your physical pace.
Because pressure makes us speed up, right?
Exactly. So the counter is deliberate slowness.
Yeah.
Off the course and on.
You mentioned some golfers taking this really seriously.
Oh, yeah. John Jacobs taking 10 minutes just to put on his shoes before playing. Johnny Miller taking 20 minutes to shave on Sunday mornings.
Just deliberately slowing everything down.
Gary Player apparently slowed down his entire life for weeks before the 65 U.S. Open. It's about cultivating an unhurried state.
How does that translate to the swing?
Slowing down the takeaway, that low and slow idea. Maintaining a consistent, smooth tempo throughout the swing, not rushing it.
Byron Nelson told Tom Watson to shuffle his feet, feel a slow waggle.
Right, to fight that tendency to get quick under pressure. And Patrick Burke at Tour School, he was militant about it. Slowing down from the moment he woke up. If he caught himself rushing, like putting shoes on fast, he'd literally take them off and do it again, slowly.
That's commitment. Wow. Okay, breathing, movement. What else?
Strategy 3 is focused thought or mindfulness. Basically being 100% mentally present.
Bringing your mind and body to the same place, same time.
Exactly. It's an ancient idea, roots in Buddhist practice going back thousands of years.
And the problem is most of us are not present.
Pretty much. We live mentally in the future or dwell on the past. Think about that shower example again physically there, mentally planning your day or replaying a mistake.
So how do you practice mindfulness?
It's about noticing when your mind wanders, which it will, and gently, without judgment, bringing it back to the present moment. You sort of eavesdrop on your thoughts with dispassionate indifference. Just observe them, then return focus.
Oh, what do you focus on?
Sensations are great anchors. Narrate your actions internally. I'm feeling the warm water. I'm turning the doorknob. I feel the steering wheel. Feel the physical sensations. That pulls you back to the now.
And on the course, how does that apply?
You shift your focus. Start broad thinking about course strategy where you want to be. Then narrow right down for the shot club, target, setup, intense focus. Then, after the shot, consciously broaden your focus again, relax back into the present moment.
Like Patrick Burke feeling the floor, hearing the air conditioning.
Exactly. He was using sensory input to stay grounded, keep his nervous system calm under intense pressure.
Okay, number 4.
Number 4 is visualization. Mental rehearsal.
Seeing the shot in your mind's eye.
Yep. And the research is cool here. It shows that when you vividly visualize performing an action, your brain activity looks remarkably similar to when you actually do it. Except for the final motor command, basically.
So you're priming your brain and nervous system for success.
Exactly. Visualizing past successes, feeling that confidence, seeing the perfect shot unfold. It prepares you. It builds positive pathways.
But there's a flip side, right?
Oh, absolutely. Negative visualization, picturing the ball slicing into the trees, hitting it in the water that does the opposite. It creates arousal, anxiety, and lowers your confidence. You're literally practicing failure in your mind. Don't do that.
Good warning. Okay, what's the final big strategy?
Maybe the ultimate one, in some ways. Confidence.
Confidence. How is that a strategy?
Jack Nicklaus called confidence the #1 tension reliever. Think about it. If you know deep down that you can hit the shot you need to hit, how much tension will you have?
Way less, obviously. You'd feel relaxed, in control.
Exactly. That feeling of control is at the heart of confidence and relaxation. The sources even talk about cultivating this mindset, this deep self-belief that you are capable. That inner confidence naturally quiets the nervous system.
Believing you can do it makes you relax enough to do it.
Precisely. Anything you try with genuine self-belief, you tend to do with more relaxation and control.
Okay, those are the big five. Any others worth a quick mention?
Yeah, a few others are really helpful. Routine is huge. A consistent pre-shot routine, for example, creates a buffer against distractions, keeps you focused.
Makes sense.
Stretching is important, especially as you get older or when you feel tension building. It helps lengthen those tight muscles, promotes relaxation,
Really?
and posture. It sounds simple, but standing tall, shoulders back, head high, maybe even a slight smile, adopting a confident posture actually signals back to your brain and can influence your physiology, calming you down. Slumped posture does the opposite.
The as-if principle.
Yeah.
Act confident to feel confident.
You got it. And finally, for people who want to go deeper, there's biofeedback. It's a clinical thing where you use technology to monitor your body, like muscle tension or skin temp, and learn to consciously control those states.
Interesting. Okay, so we have all these amazing tools: breathing, movement, focus, visualization, confidence. But it's not magic, right?
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
And this is maybe the most crucial takeaway. Lasting change takes time. You can't just try this for a day or two.
Well, yeah.
Because we're talking about changing ingrained nervous system responses. That requires consistent, repeated practice over weeks, even months. You're literally creating new neural pathways in your brain, changing the neurochemistry.
Like building new roads for your thoughts and reactions.
That's a great analogy. You're paving smoother, calmer pathways so those responses become more automatic over time. There's no quick fix.
And this practice, it needs to happen off the course, too.
Critically important. Off course is on course, how you are in daily life, rushing, stressed, mind racing that will show up under pressure.
So practicing calm movement, deep breathing, mindfulness throughout your regular day.
That's how you build the foundation. That's how you rewire your brain for calm, so it's your default state, not something you struggle to find only when you need it.
So the key is consistent application. Practice when you're calm, practice when you feel pressure building.
Yes. Both low arousal and high arousal situations. That's how you truly build resilience in your nervous system. It's about progress, not perfection.
Okay, so wrapping this up. This deep dive really shows that understanding how your nervous system works, that arousal state, and then deliberately using these strategies, the breathing, slowing down, mindfulness, visualization, building confidence.
Yeah, all of it.
It can make a massive difference, not just in your golf game or your work performance, but in your health, your mood, just how you experience life day to day.
It's truly profound when you start putting it into practice.
So here's something for you, the listener, to think about as we finish up. Consider your own daily routine. How often is your body actually here, in the present, while your mind is somewhere else entirely? Stuck worrying about the past or racing ahead to the future?
Good question.
What one small, consistent change could you commit to starting today? Maybe it's that deep breath when the phone rings, or slowing down your walk to the car. What step can you take to start bringing your mind and body back together and unlock that next level of performance and maybe just a bit more calm in your own life?